The Khajiit is here. The Khajiit is here. Let's get something done.
며칠 밤을 생각해 봤어. 이대로 진짜 헤어지는 게 맞는지. 우리 돌아섰던 날 동안 다 엉망이 됐어. 네가 곁에 없어서 힘들었겠지. 나도 그런 것 같아. 꼭 그렇다고 다들 이렇게 서로 놓진 않으니까 그냥 안아달란 말야. 달라진 일상과 너마저 없는 하루가 상상이 안 돼. 한순간에 처음으로 돌아갈 수는 없겠지만 너만 거기 있다면 함께한다면 나 상관없어. 안아달란 말야. 이기적이라는 거 알아. 나를 더 이해해주기를 바랬어. 난 자존심을 앞세워 너의 한숨들을 모른 척 지나갔어. 이제 와서야 내 맘도 알 것 같다는 너. 힘들었겠다는 그 말에 불쑥 눈물이 나와서 그냥 안아달란 말야. 달라진 일상과 너마저 없는 하루가 상상이 안 돼. 한순간에 처음으로 돌아갈 수는 없겠지만 너만 거기 있다면 함께한다면 난 상관없어. 안아달란 말야. 잡으려 할수록 더 멀리 가버릴까봐 가려다 멈췄다 돌아서서 흐르는 시간만 아까워서 안타까워. 그냥 안아달란 말야. 그냥 꽉 안고서 다른 상황이 우릴 다시 갈라놓아도 수많았던 걱정과 불안했던 내 삶에 너는 유일한 이유였다고, 전부였다고 다 말하잖아. 알아달란 말야.
Popping up mutagens. Keeping healing springs under them. Whoever's pressuring, whoever looks the most dangerous, put them in a bubble. Then we'll immobilize them, stun them. Finish them with a Jesus beam. This is K-Pop Khajiit. We're on our healer. PVP healer. We're just here on Kragolan. I just thought we'd go over the basic stats and stuff before we head into PvP. That way, in buff, scroll buffs, all that sort of stuff, you know, non-affected. My food just ran out, so that's pretty good timing. Let's start there. We've got the try food. It's not even the good try food, is it? Nevertheless, just for the stamina, for the roll dodging, got to get away from those colossuses, roll dodge into the keeps, you know, all that sort of stuff. Sitting on just under 30k max health, 30k max magic, sorry, 28k max health. The 17k stamina is really nice. The 14k stamina recovery, that will go up a little bit on our back bar, which we swap bars quite a lot, so it goes up to 16 there. But our spell damage at 33, our crit 15, our resistances, beautiful, 25 and 22, and crit resist almost at 2k, that's fine. We buff those up, it goes up to 34 and 31. So our resistances are very good. Dead healers heal nobody, we've already been over this. Now, using the ritual, increase our healing. Do our friggin' job and heal. That's all I want to do. No buffs, no overleans, no spell power cure, no transmute. I mean, crit resistance got nerfed pretty bad last patch. It could come back, but we just wanted to just heal, to heal to the best of our abilities, to just be the best damn healer, and you know, yeah, just to do our job to the best of our capabilities. So we ended up in Deadly. Now, channel abilities, 15%. We see that we called it our PvP Deadly Heals. So we're in Deadly. And the channel abilities, of course, is our ultimate, as well as our Jesus Beam. So even though we're a healer, because we're stacking weapon damage, because weapon damage is healing power for some reason, until they change that, that's what we're going to do. So we've still got a deadly Jesus Beam as well. We don't use jabs, we're not crazy. So that's what that's powering up, is our Jesus Beam and our ultimate heals. I believe that's it. We don't have any other channels. Yeah, just those two. But we're also getting the... So don't read it as 120 spell damage. Read it as 120 heal power. Crit chance, which healing benefits from, and 124 heal power again. And then we get 50% heal power to our ultimate. On the back bar, we're just running... and that's powered. So we've got one power there, increasing our healing by 9%. Plus our Munda Stone, increasing our healing as well. On the back bar, we just used Asylum, Restro Staff, and that was just for the reduced 21%. So when we when we swap over, put that down, we get 20% cost reduction. So we can pop that down, swap back, and we get a couple of really cheap Breath of Lives. Troll, you can run 2 pieces of Troll King if you want. I'm just running it for the 4% healing done. And on the shoulder we just had an armor. You can also swap this for another... Where's the other one? No, it wasn't choke form. Although magic recovery, whatever you want. Magic recovery, spell power. I thought yeah, Earth Gore. There it is. For another 4% healing done. Anyway, so that's another 8% healing done on top of the 9% we get from our staff and the 9% we get from our Munda Stone. We're just stacking healing done. And for our jewelry, deadly, all infused, all magic recovery. This makes sense. If you wanted to change this build into a damage build, you could absolutely do that. Just change them to weapon damage instead of magic recovery, or keep the magic recovery if you want. You know, and just change the resto for a lightning staff. I've already done a beam plow video, we're not covering it. On the body, we're going all heavy. Rattle cage, medium helmet, light shoulders, get those undaunted bonuses, and this gives us our max health. Right, everyone needs health. Healing power, healing power, healing power, and then we get that 20% healing power at all time, which is great. Magicka Templar doesn't have access to that unless you use the Mages Guild. You know, give me 20% power skill. But this way, just up at all times. You're also in heavy armor. And that's it, why we've got such good resistances. We've still got 38,000 spell power and heavy armor. That's awesome. We can survive. This build, 47 in magic, 7 in health, personal preference, do whatever you want. The reason I wanted my health up a bit is I didn't want to be down at 24k and below is what the gankers are going to target. So that's why we want to be above that a little bit. And then plus our defense and our bubble. We're all good. So let's go over those real quick. So this is our defenses bar. I'll swap to this bar, power up, power up. That's just after the fight or during, you can suck up the dead corpses to heal the people around you. Breath of life on both bars. That's our oh shit heal. Solar prison, just it's good to have on the back bar. Comes in handy from time to time. Drop it on the breach, stuff like that. It's such a powerful skill. We're gonna do a build on this. Maybe the next couple builds. But this is my secret weapon. Hardly anyone uses this. It's my favorite skill. It's the core. I guess it's the core of the build. It's my bread and butter. I love it. You're gonna see it in use. Like, I can guarantee I'm gonna use it. We're gonna go in line and we're just gonna show you how this build works in a bit. And this is just beautiful. You put someone in a bubble and they either got to leave you alone for 6 seconds, or they're gonna end up stunning themselves. It's a get away from someone or get someone away from you free card, and you can just spam it out there. On our front bar, of course, we've got healing illusions. Now, I know online nobody stands still, but you can put that on the flag, or whatever you're doing. Or if you're running away from someone, chuck it in front of you, and then you can sort of roll dodge into it. I still use it. Mutagen, of course. And we've got our Jesus beam on the front bar there. This is just because I like killing people. I'm addicted to killing people. And we only got deadly on the front bar. So if you wanted to not run the Asylum Resto staff and change that for another deadly Resto staff or whatever you want, Fire staff would be good if you want to put Jesus beam on your back bar. So this is more your defense attack bar, and this is your straight heal bar. And then that way you could bring Repentance to your front bar, which is going to give you that 15% extra magic recovery, which would have been really nice, but, I like to smack people. Rebirth, this is healing for 10k for everyone around you, and one person gets an 11k heal. And it's one thing to have 10k on a tooltip, but to have it on a healing tooltip, like, no amount of armor or penetration, nothing will affect that. That will do a 10k heal. If it crits, it's going to do even more. What was our crit damage? Crits at 15%. So it's not the greatest, but still, that's even more. An extra 15% on top of that 10k heal. You can smack out some big heals. And then Breath of Life, ugh, 14k heal to anyone in front of you, and someone else catches a 6k heal. So if you're pocket healing somebody, 14k heals, it's just broken, it's stupid. We've got 28 meter range on it, and just 14k heal every time. So that's going to take 2 or 3 DPS to hit him at the same time to do 14k damage to his health. Especially if he's like got a shield or decently armored, and just boom, you just undo it. He's back to full health. He can just attack non-stop, and you just, it's ridiculous. Healing is so stupidly overpowered. But this thing, 20 meter radius, and it's only 118 ult, okay? As a healer, you're going to be getting that ult back so quick. I can't wait to show you guys. And it's doing 12.6k heal, and that's 16k if it crits, every second for 8 seconds. Now, we went with this one. We didn't go for the other one. What's the other one? You take less damage. We've got enough armor. We don't need that lower damage. Most people won't attack you while you're doing this anyway. They wait for you to finish. And by doing the extra long one, you'll see when we get in there, you actually generate ult as you're doing this. So by the time you finish this, you already got 30-40 ult back. You're almost halfway back to your ult again by the time you finish your ult. I wonder if we could do an ult gen build and just pop this off, just non-stop. Can you generate 100 ult in 8 seconds? Might be a bit hard, but fuck. Alright, we love to dream, we love to think of things like that. Alright, maybe we'll have to try that. Let's jump in line. I think that's everything. We covered everything. We've got the sets, rattle cage. I just went with the 4% healing, impent infused on the big pieces. Look at that extra max magic. All magic recovery infused on the jewelry. Like I said, the monster helm is really the flex spot here, or if you don't want to run the asylum, whatever. But yeah, I just like the 4% healing done, 4% healing done, 9% healing done, and 8% healing on the thing. Well, not a vampire. You could obviously go vampire if you wanted to for that extra defensive stuff, but you know. Alright, as far as champion points are concerned, on the green tree we have treasure hunter. We have rationer, so our food lasts longer. Liquid efficiency, so we get our potions some of the time. And fast mount, which is very important if you're in Cyrodiil PvP, because you're not going to heal anyone if you can't get there in time. Alright, in the blue tree, we went with From the Brink. Now, From the Brink is in here. Okay. And what this is doing is, if you heal yourself or an ally under 25% health, see ally, not group member, just an ally, you give them a damage shield, which can be up to 11,000 damage absorption. I don't believe that carries over to PvP. I'm expecting more of a 6k shield for PvP. Nevertheless, the point is, if they're under 25% health, they're going to be getting hit with the extra damage from people's executes, so it makes sense to have a little bit of extra protection to try and help them through that. Healing power. What's that? Regenerator. Healing power. Foresight, so if we drink a potion, we get 6 seconds of 75% spell reduction. That's huge, that's massive. Especially if you drink the potion because you're running out of magicka, right? That's most times when you drink a potion is going to be because you're running out of magicka. That's just going to help you recover. It's awesome. Highly recommend that one. And Swift Revival, increase the healing done with time. So that's our mutagen and all that sort of stuff. Gives that a bit of a buff. For the red tree, our survival tree, survival instance. This is when we're affected with any sort of status effect. We get a 25% reduction in the cost of our skills. That's also going to help massively with our recovery. Decrease the time it takes to resurrect. That's awesome for a healer. Slippery, of course, I run that on every build. It's just a free, break free every 21 seconds is such a short cooldown for such a... Because you're getting like that 8 seconds CC immunity anyway. And then it's just awesome. Slippery. And Fortified gives us some extra armor. Dead healers heal nobody. I think that's everything. Let's just recap real quick then. No supplies? Where are we? Slottables. We just mainly use the trash pots. It just give us the magic. Tripots. Beautiful. Immovable pots. Detect pots. Whatever special powers you want. But tripots or just trash pots will do you. You could, yeah, no, spell pots would be a waste of time because we're getting that buff anyway. Deadly. To buff up our ultimate. It's the main reason we're using it. But we also get the healing power, healing crit, healing power, buff up our ultimate and our Jesus beam. We've got the asylum rest stuff on the back bar just with the protection, which gives us 21% reduced cost, helping our recovery, 4% healing and 4% healing on the Monster Helm. That gives us an 8% healing. Well, I don't even have that on at the moment. Rattle Cage, of course, because then that gives us health, power, 20% more power. And its heavy armor, it protects us. Again, all infused, all magic recovery. I think that's everything. We're just going to hit you up with some in-game PvP footage to take us out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys on the battlefield.